our last speaker of the first half. And if you can welcome to stage Kate Reilly James, who's going to be telling us about Eurovision Crashes, the Australian edit.
Good evening, Liverpool. This is Australia calling. Can I have a cheer? I'm Kate Reilly James, and I'm not going to read the whole thing off the paper. It's such a pleasure to be here this evening to represent the land down under. And from the off, can I just say that whilst we might have cut a few corners and continents to get into this competition, you've got to remember we're here for a good time, not a long time. So let's get stuck in. That's really blurry. What qualifies me to be able to talk about this and represent 25 million music-loving people? I was born there. And then shortly afterwards, I was ripped from the shores of Bondi Beach and transported 10,000 miles to Sydney, from Sydney to Belvale. And I've been here ever since. Technically. So yeah, I've not been home since 2001, oh my God, due to go home. And it's been quite a struggle to stay close to my Aussie roots, what with Neighbours being cancelled and the loss of Olivia Newton-John. But yeah, we did quite well at it though. We've only been in for 7 years and we've done pretty well. I don't remember the stats, sorry, I'm gonna have to read that bit. How we got in is with cash, basically. Just loads of cash in 2015, and then since then we've placed pretty well, ordinarily in the top 10. So I'm not saying that we like totally turned up and did really well and made you guys look bad, but the bottle bag was like, we turned up like your Scouse aunties. You've got a bottle bag at a wedding and you know they're not buying any ale all night because that's going under the table. That's what we represent. Montaigne failed to qualify in 2021, which is the worst result that we had so far. This chick dressed up as Elsa and won the Disney votes that year. Work smarter, not harder. And then Sheldon Reilly brought it back for us in a top 10 finish. And then they're going to hand over the baton to Voyager, who are representing Australia in Liverpool next week. I reckon thank you. I reckon we've got a shot, you know. We took a lot of boxes from the stats earlier on, wherever our guy is. And quite progressive lyrics. The guy's quite fit. I feel as if we've got a bit of a shot. We're ticking a lot of boxes, and it's really catchy. It's got a bit of kind of, what's the right word? A bit of kind of boy band going on. So I reckon you'll probably get involved. You need us in this. This is our last one. This is our 7th year. Our time is up. We lent you Olivia Newton-John. She's ours. And you put her in a 90. And the song was called Let Love Live. I mean, come on. It's a living room wall sticker at best. And she was up against ABBA. Gina G is one of ours. Bet you didn't know that. Did you know the dress was made for Cher? I mean, the glitz and the glamour. These pair of clowns on the next slide haven't actually won Eurovision, but you do not underestimate how massive they are in Australia. They did a 3-city tour the year after they were in Eurovision and it sold out. So yeah, you don't have to be particularly good to do quite well in Australia. Brings us to now, as I say, this is our last one, and as things currently stand as of today, because I'm watching it every single day, the EBU and SBS, which is the broadcasting agency in Australia, haven't agreed a deal for what happens next. I kind of think we're hoping we're going to win it. So, this is why you need us. Look, we're sexy, and we're clever, and we're artistic, and we're creative, and there are activists and athletes and Margot Robbie, and, look at the spread. That's one thing we've all got in common. We love a good spread. Grubs, bit of Vegemite, fairy bread, rots your teeth. I mean, there's a shrimp on the Barbie. Look. I'm not done. I mean, you wouldn't want a warm beer, would you? We've literally ticked all the boxes. Does anybody else remember Castlemaine 4X? I can see the pub from here. Yes, it's not just me. So, we buy into all of that Britishness. It goes off in Australia. I've not been home, like I said, since 2001. We actually started showing Eurovision the year after I was born in 1983, and there are always do's on all the time. So we get right into the drag, all the family-friendly parties and stuff as well. This is not an accurate representation of how many parties are going on at Eurovision. Might have guessed it a little bit. probably more so in this area. But, you know, it's probably not far off. Liverpool doesn't need you, it needs Australia!
Have you ever been alone?